So okay, in the last video we created our product model. So as you can see here, we have our product model here. However, we are still remaining to complete this product model because we are yet to add our color and size variants, which we are going to do in this video. But just first of all, let's create a repository. So in the last video also I told you the use of repository. It is basically nothing but you communicate with our database. So I'll just create a folder of repository where we'll store all our repositories. After that, let's create our first repository for product. So for each table in our database, there will be a repository, and repository is again an interface, not a class. So product, you can name it as whatever you want. So product repository. Okay, just named it incorrect. There you go. Now see, to interact with our database, we need JPA. So this should extend our JPA repository. And again, JPA repository is an interface. So the keyword is extends. Now what is the long here? It is basically the data type of our ID. So in our product model, if you can see here, we had an ID, right? As you can see here, and the data type is long. So we need to give it long here. And product is nothing but the model. So just import it from the model part. So product, okay, done. And our repository has been created. Now we can add some. Now by default, our repository provides several types of functions. However, if you want to create our own custom functions, which we are going to create in our next video of services, then I'll show you how can functions be created. But by default, just remember that there are several functions provided by our repository. Now let's move on to our creation of product model, completion of product model. So we in our last video added all these fields. Now we need to add two more fields here. So after the occasion type, let's add this. So see, now each product can have multiple colors, and each color can have multiple sizes, and again each product can have multiple reviews also. So in our product model, what we can do is we can create a private list of color variant. So we are going to create a class name color variant, and there is a list because there can be multiple colors, right? And you can name the variable whatever you want. So color variants, or let's say color variants. And for reviews also same. So private list of reviews, obviously review. Again we need to create this class and then reviews. Okay. So first of all, let's just create these two classes. So again it will be in model only. So Java class, the name will be color variant, and we also need to create a repository. So let's just complete the color variant first of all. So now see, in color variant, it is again a model. So the annotation is entity. I told this in our first video of model. So entity, and yeah, we can use, okay. See now, what do we need in our color variant? First of all, again we will need an ID, correct? Because it is an entity, @ID, and let's just create an ID. For example, private long color ID, and what we can write is generated value is equal to generation type identity. So it automatically generates the value and it should be an identity. This is our strategy here. After that, we need a color name, right? Each color will have a particular color name. So let's say private string color name. After that, what more do we need? So see, in our product, if we come back to our product, okay, so color variant has been bought here. And from where has it been bought? I think it has been bought. Okay, yeah, it is in model only, so no need to import. Now if you see here, we need to give some annotation here. If you remember about our databases, we know that several types of joins, etc., like one to many or many to one, etc. Now if you properly see here, one product will have many colors, right? So product to color variant will be one to many. So just write the annotation as one to many, and within this you need to provide some things here. So what is this mapped by? So it is mapped by product, correct? So name it as product. After that, what else do we need here is cascade type you can give. Like if an entry from a product is deleted, then the entries from the color variant should also be deleted. So cascade type all, and you can also give something like orphan removal true. So this is the annotation which you need to give here, one to many. And another one is JSON manage reference. This is basically for referencing. See, these are two different tables and we are trying to connect it in our Spring Boot. So we can use the annotation name JSON managed reference. Similarly, we'll do it for our review type. So just put it below. Okay, and every other thing should be same only. Okay, now if you come back to color variant, we need to specify it here. So again we need to specify, see, we need to write something like private product, because obviously color variant should be associated with one product only, right? But now see, many colors can be associated to one product, so this will be a many to one, opposite of one to many. I hope you understood what I'm saying here. So many to one. Now inside this we need to again provide some things here. Okay, so we can Now on the what basis we need to join the column in our database. So we need to join the column with our name as, specify the column name on which you want to join it. So I want to join it on product ID. Now how did I get this product ID? If you come to our product model, we had something named as product ID, correct? And if you see here, this is I is capital A, right? But in our database this is converted into product ID like this. Similarly, if you see our product name in database, it is converted as product slash name. So the capital letters are not considered that. So we need to specify the name in the database only. So product ID is mentioned here. And in our product model, we used JSON managed reference, correct? As you can see here, because we are connecting from product to color variant. Now we need to connect it back. So we need to use JSON back reference. So you can use JSON back reference. So this is easy. I hope you understood what I'm saying here. Now what else do we need here? See, now each color will have images, right? See, images changes by the colors, right? Different colors will have different images. So we need to add several images. Also we need to add sizes, different size variants. So first of all, let's just do this. So I will say private. Okay, let's just add the sizes. So private list of, I'll create another class of size variant. I'm creating separate tables for these and easy to understand sizes. And for images, again there can be multiple images. So again a list. So private list of, I'll create another class of image, and you can say images. I think this is okay. Okay, then let us go and create our two new classes again. So let's just create first of all our image, and we can create another class named our size variant, and I'll just create the reviews also, the product part. So review. Okay, so let's just complete our size variant first of all. Now see, in size variant what all things will be needed. Obviously this is again going to be an entity because a separate table in our database. So again we are going to need an ID. So annotation @ID. See, if you practice this again and again, you will be able to understand it easily. So private, keep it long only, and I'll name it as size ID. Again this in database will be stored as size_ID. After that, what else do we need here? So we'll need the size, right? The string of size, like it is, okay, so it can be like it is of medium size or it is of small size, etc. Different types of sizes. What else do we need? See, for each size there will be a quantity, so just maintaining. So private int quantity, and we can create whether it is available or not for rendering in our front end, just basic part. So private boolean available. Okay, and now again each, see, from the color variant, here is our size variant, right? So we need to connect it again. So see, now each color will have multiple sizes, so the relation will be one to many. So one to many. Now provide the fields inside again, so it should be mapped by our color variant. In our product we write product, right? Now in this we'll need to write color variant because we are mapping from here. And cascade type as all, and then orphan removal can be true. After that, JSON managed reference. And however, see, now there will be multiple things, right? Here we are again going to write JSON managed reference here, correct? This will again be same because see, each color will have multiple images, so again one to many, again mapped by the same only, right? So color variant only. This is easy to understand because you are writing the code in color variant, right? So do mapped by the same only, and orphan cascade type or and orphan removal true. Now if you try to run this will be an error because we are writing two things here, right? Two manage references, which makes a conflict. So to solve this conflict, what you can do is just give the name for it. So this is being managed for image, and this is being managed for size. Okay, so this will not give an error. Okay, so yeah, what is the error here? List. I think I have not imported it. List from Java util. Okay, done. Right. Going back to our size variant now. What else is needed here? Okay, we can now see each size is associated with the color variant. So private color variant. What is happening now? Color variant. Now again here this should be many to one. I have already explained this on product part because see, multiple sizes will be associated to one color, so many to one. And JSON back reference, easy to understand. JSON back reference, and you can also give the name to this reference also here if there is an issue. So this is for size, correct? Okay, this is done. Now what else do we need here? Yeah, we forgot about join column. On what basis we need to join? So this should be joined on basis of the name should be color ID, right? I told you in our color variant, so color ID. Okay, size variant is done. Now coming to the image part. So let's just complete the image part first. This will again be an entity. So again the same entity thing, and here it will be an ID. So just make the ID. Let it be private long image ID. Done. What else do we need here? So see, I should not write like this. Image ID. Okay, what else do we need in our image product? So yeah, just generated value string, and we can also do it here also. Generated value as identity level. See, now your suggestions are coming easily. So what you can do is just press tab if suggestions are coming, or IntelliJ or on also VS Code. Okay, what else do we need in images? So first of all, we need a URL, right? We need to store the string URL. See, for images, we are going to use Cloudinary. So we are going to upload our image there, and we get a URL from them. We can store it in our database, and then we can use it to show in our front end. So we'll need a string URL. We can also, if you want, we can create a public ID also, which is again provided by Cloudinary only. Let's see if we can use it or not. I'll just create it, and now the image is associated with our color, right? So private color variant again. This is a many to one. Many images will be associated to one color variant, and this should be joined on the basis of color ID, right? So name as color ID and JSON back reference. Sorry, if you want, you can give the name for no conflicts hide. Okay, and done. Yeah, it's done. So come back to the color variant. We are done here properly, right? Just give the name same, right? Because here, see, in JSON manage difference you have the image, and opposite to this is back reference. So give the same name here. In size also, I think I will give the same name. Back reference size, color variant size. Okay, so you are properly done here everything. Now what I need to tell you about here is, whenever we are going to use, see, in our service part where we are going to write our own logics, we will need to use this various fields, right? And for this we will need getters and setters, because these fields are being kept private, right, for security. So you cannot go and create everything, right, because there are a lot of fields here. This will be difficult to create getters and setters, and this will also increase the lines of code. So for ease of the code, what you can do is just use the long block. So you can do is just write @data. Now what this does is, this provides us getters and setters for all the fields which are given here. So we can directly use them instead of writing them. And also to create constructors, we can do is all args constructor. That is, considering all the arguments, the constructor is created, and we can also create a constructor with no arguments. Now what you can do is just do similar for all the others. So for color variant also you can do it. All args constructor, no args constructor. After that, for size variant, I'm doing it in order. For size variant, again the same part, just do it. You can just skip the video to hide. I'm just writing all the code here fast. All argument constructor, no argument constructor. Okay, so I think we have completed successfully with image part, with size variant part, and with color variant part. What else is remaining? I think this is done. Okay, now we can go to the review part. We need to complete this review part yet. So entity again, create the getters and setters using long block. All argument constructor, no argument constructor. Now if you are written entity, you need to specify ID, or else it will give an error. So ID, and let's name it as private long. I will say review ID. And generate value identity. Okay, now see in review what parts will be there. So obviously there will be a rating part, because user will give an rating, right? So in rating, then there will be some text or comment. So private string comment. After that, now see, each review will be associated to a product and also to a user. Just understand this properly, because the users are going to write the review. So the reviews are going to be associated with the product also and with the reviews also. So we need to consider both here. So private product, and obviously we have not created the user yet, so I'm going to add it later. So I'll just comment it for now. But just remember that we are going to add both of them. So in the product again, so see, there can be many reviews for one product, so this will be a many to one. And again, JSON join column will be our ID of our product, which is product ID. So name is product ID, and JSON back reference You can give a name if you want here, so you can just tell that it is associated with product, because see we are going to use the back reference in user also, so no conflict to occur. We can just use name here, and we are remaining with adding it in our product part. So I think review, okay, we added here. Now this will also create an error here, so just do color, and this is for review, so just do review, give the same name what you are given here. So in review I gave product here. Okay, wait a second. uh, yeah, you can give it review here. Okay, what I had given other things. Okay, you can just give review here. Use the same name in our product part, and in our manage reference color variant, I think I have not given a name here. Yeah, this could be again the same name color, so that no errors should occur. Okay, so we have completed this part. I think we have done successfully product, color variant, size variant, images, and reviews. All these tables will be created, but just we need to create the repositories of them fast. So I'll just create the repositories of all of them as fast as possible. So first one will be a color variant repository, color variant repository, and this should just extend our JPA repository, and just import the color variant. Done. We are not going to add any functions for now. Let's see if we need to add it further. Add another file will be our size variant repository. Again the same thing, extends our JPA repository with size variant should be imported. There we go. Okay, what is the error here? I just named it as class. It is an interface. Okay. After that, we will need an image repository. I'm just creating repository for all the models here, because for each table in our database we need a repository to communicate with it. So image repository. Again, sorry, it is an interface. This extends our JPA repository, and final one is review repository. So again, not a lot of code, just a repetitive code. So review repository, again extends JPA repository. Okay, so we are done with this. Okay, so yeah, in this video we have successfully created our different models and our repositories. Now in the next video we can start with our logic, that is our services and our controllers. We'll create different types of controllers like get all products, add a new product, update a product, delete a product, and get a particular product by ID, and also search product by several terms. So I'll show you how to add your own customs function in your repository, and also how to create our controllers and service in the next video. So if you like the video, please like and subscribe, and stay tuned with this playlist.